Okay, so this is a little bit awkward. Now, it's awkward for me, so don't worry about it. I can't drag you into this already. But I had a big plan for creating what would be two separate channels with somewhat of a story that would lead to some huge points about being a consciousness and how life worked, right? The trouble is that while creating this, I encountered a lot of issues of trying to make sense of things that perhaps didn't allow themselves to be forced into separate narratives, so to say. But more than that, I read a lot, and I happen across a few texts that are a couple of decades, couple of 100 years, couple of millennia old, right? So basically, ancient texts or old texts, and they kind of blew my mind. You see, what I realized, like really realized more than just, hey, I just realized, it's just I felt completely overwhelmed by the feeling that I think I've been brainwashed in a way that makes me look for new things, right? That makes me want to explain something that is unique, that makes me want to offer you an insight that is unique, a first time insight. I think personally, and that could be, my fault, my character, or it could be some sort of residue from my education or the way I was raised, but somehow I feel that new things should be somewhat unique, right? And I think the internet is changing that as it is with remixes and, with music and videos, everybody's using everything, which is great, and I think we should embrace that. But personally, I think I still kind of held on to this thought that, I put so much time into this. I spent 20 years looking and thinking and talking about life and consciousness and what's going on. So I should be able to offer you something unique. And then as I was reading these texts, like I said, the whole feeling just washed over me where I realized that there's nothing new. People figured this shit out 2,000 years ago, 200 years ago, 20 years ago. It doesn't matter. It's not about the content, as in, if you are a serious seeker, you will find what you need to get where you want to go. And if you ask me where you want to go, is to a place where you are in charge of your own consciousness, of your own reality. And that is available, right? I mean, I think we've been kept in this media bubble in a way for such a long time that when we get something that is presented as the new insider, the new book on this and that, we think, wow, this is great. It's 2017. Finally, we have this insight that we lacked all these years. And as it turns out, whatever is important, whatever matters to us people, has been around for millennia, really. And I would say a lot of those people were able to express those thoughts in a very concise manner, and even perhaps in a better way than I will ever be able to. So what is the point of me creating all this content, and for me creating this idea of a channel with a structure that, makes sense or something, right? Because it doesn't. The thing is that there is things that are interesting. There are things we can look at, but there's not a beginning and an end. It's one thing, and you can just jump in and start talking. And that's what I will do. So this is just a small warning that there will be movies in this channel that make no sense. Especially because I created a couple of movies already with this dual channel thing in mind. And now that I'm not deciding against it, it will be awkward hearing me talk about it. But, if I find the movie to contain enough interesting content apart from the talking about separate channels, then I will probably post it. And I will post some older stuff too that, I don't know. I don't know how it will fit, but I've decided that I'm just going to jump in, talk about what I find interesting, and see what it works out to. And hopefully I get feedback and an idea of what people like because I'm publishing and because people have a chance to look at it and respond. So some movies will be awkward for me, but that's, I think, a main theme for me in video recording anyway, so let's get used to that. I hope you enjoy whatever is to follow. I look forward to feedback. I want to know what you think, both about the content and the form. And Let's see what this will be. Thanks.